What's going on, movie fans? Today, I'm actually going to talk about TV. Something from my childhood, really. It is Space 1999. Space 1999 was a TV show. It was a joint UK/American TV show produced in the mid-70s. Science fiction show that let's see, it's become quite popular. It only ran about 2 seasons, so not too popular, of course, but that's when it ran. It had Martin Landau, Barbara Bain were the 2 main characters in it. They were carried over from Mission Impossible and a real-life couple. Barry Morse played the scientist. There was a Canadian actor, Nick Tate, was their main hotshot Eagle spacecraft pilot. He was from Australia, and had some other smaller characters in there. Typical kind of Star Trek kind of model kind of show. They're on a moon base. They're storing nuclear waste. But something happens with the nuclear waste, and it ignites, and it becomes a rocket, and it just pulls the moon out of orbit, and now it's just drifting through space. And they are going through space and through a black sun, as they call it, what we used to call a black hole, or I think they're calling it a singularity now, whatever they call it these days. It's just, they encounter planet to planet. They're pinballing around the universe to, kind of try to find a new Earth-like home. So anyway, recently, so I showed you that I got the Ultimate Edition set, and I went through it and got a report of certain things. Most of it carries over. There's 2 things that are missing. One is called Concept and Creation, and another one is called Special Effects and Design. And those were the 2 major extras that I would have liked to have had on here. That did not come with the initial release of this. As for getting these and watching these, I can go back, and I don't think I remember watching these when they originally aired. I watched them maybe a few years later, because we were lucky enough to have cable, so I think it was that they aired on Channel 43 out of Cleveland, WUAB, and that was at like 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock, something like that. And then after that was the Wild Wild West, a rerun, and then right after that I would watch the Muppet Show. So somewhere around that time, I think late 70s, maybe 1980. So I was watching reruns of it, along with, of course, reruns of Star Trek. And after that, they aired locally on our PBS affiliate, WOSU, along with Dark Shadows. And then they came out. They started to come out on videotape, 1 episode per tape. They never got beyond 4 tapes. For some reason, this label called J2 Communications just only put out 4 tapes, and that was it. And I think it's around 45 episodes, somewhere around there. And So imagine imagine having 45 tapes of just one show. I mean, that's a lot of space, but I'm kind of glad they didn't do that, but anyway. The Arts and Entertainment distribution label put out DVDs after that, and that was a good set. It was a really good set. And then they came out with these a few years ago. They came out with seasons 1 and 2 in the UK, but they never came out with season 2 here in the States. They only ever released season 1, which is preferred because some people would say it's a better series because it was just different. There was a different producer on season 2, one that came from Star Trek, and they made it more a cheesy monster of the week sort of thing. It was ridiculous. But so that's for the Blu-rays. That's what came out. So those extras are on here. But I could not find them. Leave a comment below if you know if those features are on this set here. I know they are on YouTube. And they are pretty cool. So I can, rip them off the discs. I can rip them off of YouTube, or just trust that they'll be on YouTube forever. I don't know, but that bugs me that those features are not on here. It's like I almost want to put that set in here rather than keep these two. I don't know. The quality is the same, so. But that's what that is doing. There's a few collectibles you can get for the show. This is more of a recent one. It's an adaptation of the pilot, Space 1999, Shock and Awe, and it's just a graphic novel version of the pilot episode. Maybe some other details in there, maybe some other stories in here, but it's pretty cool. And there's original comics. Like that one. This is a season 2 comic. And this is not all comics, this is just a few of them. And they had some annuals. Right. January 76 it says. Like that. I think I have some other comic books around here somewhere. There's the making of novel. A couple of storybooks. And that was pretty cool. A lot of people who worked on the show went on to work on Star Wars and Moonraker because it was made in the UK. So there's a little bit of a crossover there. It's an interesting crossover. Sometimes you'll spot a prop that was on that was used on the show in Star Wars or Moonraker or something like that. And you can see the pilot episode on YouTube. It's on the Shout Factory channel. And they have the pilot episode there. And you can also watch the show on the Shout Factory sponsored channel on Pluto TV. But today we are looking at a special thing that I got in the mail. Not my back, sorry. has to do with yes, toys. So we'll keep that going here. Yep, something I got in the mail. Woohoo! So let's see what we got here. And I want to, just for a second, check to see if you're still running. Yep, you are still running. All right, let's keep going then. Figure out how to open this thing. Because it has no seams. I should be cutting away from me, sorry. Okay. Right. Yes. Oh, yeah, also in the closet I have the Space 1999 squirt gun and the Space 1999 disc firing gun. Those are little toys I have in the closet. Here we have the set. Right there. This is very hard to get at the moment. I had to order these from the UK. 1612 Collectibles. Stun gun and comm lock. The comm lock was their little communicator slash door unlocking device, security device. And the gimmick with it was it had one of the first tiny little TV screens in it, and it would it wasn't a gimmick, it wasn't a fiber optic projection. It was like an actual little TV inside the little window in there. So let's see what we can see. Fling the knife around. Ooh, these are nice. Look at that. So everybody laughed at these when they first saw them because they look like staple guns. So then you would hold it like that. So. And in season 2, I think it was pretty sure it was season 2, they added a slide switch here between stun and kill. Buttons here. Alright, that's pretty nice. I like that. Button on top. I can figure out where to put the batteries. Huh. So switch there. That's pretty wild. Yeah, I have to figure out where to put the batteries. Or if you just recharge it or something. I doubt it. Let's take a look at the comm lock. So yeah, in there would be the little TV monitor, and they only have one. So whenever they got a close-up of this thing, they would have the actual working hero, as they say, TV in there. Got some numbers, a belt clip, presumably charging. You would think the charging thing would be here, but that's actually, they came with a a base on the TV show. They would plug it in as a base, kind of like a recharging thing. And there's Commander Koenig's ID on there. Yeah, it's pretty cool. There's some batteries there. Figure out how to put the batteries in this thing. I see no screws at all in this thing. I'm wondering if it's static. Is it a static model? We'll just have to find out. Oh, okay, it's in the handle. Look at that. Yeah, there she is. Not so weird to hear that to believe. I have come prepared with batteries. Slide that puppy in there. Turn it on. What do we got? Nice. It's a nice little hissing. The light's going off there. It's a real hissing kind of noise that they would make. And the film effect was just kind of them having the light come through some like scribbles. But they could obviously hand scribbled effects on their on the film. So I'll have to get a little screwdriver for. Check the camera. Yep, still going. I'll make this quick. That it's all good. I just happen to have 3 left. This thing has a lot of noises on it, if I remember right. I love the way it takes 40 years for technology to catch up with reality. Or, did I get that backwards? Sorry. Alright. Let's find some buttons here. Maybe. When all else fails, check the instructions. Number 1 is a button. Number 9 is the power. Sound effects, button 2. Number 9. Number 1.
Ceasefire.
Right.
Call all Eagles.
Commander Koenig, urgent, main mission.
I think that's the only graphic that pops up there, if I remember right. Nope, there's there's an Alpha Moon Base logo there. Ooh, that one's annoying. That's the door opening thing. Cool. Love it. And these come with little display cases. You put them on. I think that one just hangs like that. I don't know. That one I'll have to figure out. But anyway, yes. Lovely, lovely, lovely. All right. That was super fun. Let us now return to main mission. Cancel the red alert, and I will see you next time.